Hello Radim, my name is Uber and I would like to welcome you back in Dying Light 1, surprisingly enough. Last time we were talking about Dying Light 1, I said that's probably it for the news about Dying Light 1, because we already had the final update to the game. But well, there is something very important going on right fucking now. So, right now, there is new edition of the game. Previously, when they were announcing Dying Light 2, giving us Dying to Know and so on, they also released Dying Light Platinum Edition that had all the DLCs that they released throughout their development of the game. And that was amazing deal, especially if you bought it right after it was released, because there was just amazing discount that they had. I believe it was something around 70% off, something like that. That was fucking amazing. So that's great, but it was over 1 year ago, and since that time there has been few other bundles that came out. And because of that, they figured out that it would be best idea to create like the final edition of the game that has every fucking thing. So they created definitive edition of the game, Dying Light Definitive Edition, that has everything, all 4 DLCs, all the expansions, all the bundles, and so on, every fucking thing. This is the best way to experience Dying Light 1 right fucking now. And it's also right now pretty good discount. It's, if I remember correctly, it's around 70%, up to 70%. So that's fucking amazing. But that's not all. Every fucking player of this game will be getting a free DLC. Right now, Haran Tactical Unit Bundle. That is adding like few new weapons, one new outfit and one new buggy paint job. Not a lot, but that's free. Also, you already bought Dying Light Platinum Edition of the game, and you haven't bought the rest of the bundles that came out after Platinum Edition came out. So there were 5 bundles, if I remember correctly, that came out after that. You're getting them for free. You are getting free upgrade from Platinum Edition of the game to Definitive Edition of the game. And that sounds amazing. But as always, there are people that are a little bit sad, angry, and so on about that. And I understand why they are angry. Because after I bought Platinum Edition of the game, I was angry a little bit that they were releasing bundles and that I wasn't taking them for free. Because the idea of Platinum Edition of the game was the best way to experience Dying Light 1. So with all the stuff. As that's at least how I got that information from them, right? But after that they were releasing bundles. They released 5 bundles after that, and I bought all of them because I really wanted to check them out. I think that it was a good idea to support developers of the game, and so on. So right now I have spent all of my money on all of those bundles, and right now I would just get it all for free. So that's why people are a little bit angry. Especially if you consider that a little bit over a month ago they released the last bundle, Diesel Punk bundle. And I also bought that, of course. And right now I would just get it for free. For me, does it suck? Not really, because as I said before, I already bought all the editions of the game that were previously released. So the standard edition of the game, enhanced edition of the game, Platinum edition of the game, and right now, before even the Definitive Edition came out, I already kinda had that, but it wasn't called Definitive Edition. I just had Platinum Edition and all the bundles, and that's it. And right now we've got Definitive Edition that is just a little bit bigger than Platinum Edition. But not only that, they also got a pretty amazing trailer for that is showing everything that the game has to offer. And there is a lot of that. If you consider that this game has been around for 7 years, a little bit over 7 years if I remember correctly, there is a lot that they packed into that.
Our plan is focused on the greater good. Remember that.
Where am I?
In paradise, can't you see?
Do you live by your own rules, Crane? Or are you merely someone else's puppet?
This looks like...
A way out of Haran.
They scribble symbols everywhere. Do these fucking rituals. I think they even pray to her.
You are just delaying the end.
save the maiden.
Like the numbers are really speaking to you, but also with that they released that was a hell of a ride video where they are talking about what we all have accomplished. Like they have been developing this game, they have been making this game the best game that ever has been released. Like Dying Light 1 is just the fucking best. But they also said to us what we have done, we community, how far we've been climbing, how much we've been sprinting, how many zombies we killed, and so on and so on. And oh boy, it brings back a lot of good memories from this game.
Find out what this will cost us and come back in one piece.
You better make Mama happy.
Chaos is the one true order of things.
I just want you to promise me one thing.
When the lights go out, my light will only shine brighter. My light will only shine brighter.
On this channel I already made 3 playthroughs of the game. I would make 10 more at least, because there's just so much to do in this game. There's just so much to do, and I don't feel bored in this game. I love the grind in this game. I love, for example, going to quarantine zones to get the drops for the experience, to level up my character. And usually in the games I don't really like the grind, because it feels a little, after a little bit of time it seems pointless. But in this one I could spend all day just farming, running around, killing zombies, because the feelings that I've got with this game, it's just so cool to play. It's so easy, I don't get bored, I don't get tired, and so on and so on. It's just so natural for me to play this game. It's just such a fucking masterpiece, and I know it's just fucking amazing. But also, okay, you've got Definitive Edition. If you have Platinum Edition, you've got free upgrade, you've got free bundle, and so on and so on. But what if you already played Dying Light 1 and you are not interested in that? Well, there is also something coming to Dying Light 2, and it's also free. So when they were announcing Dying Light 2, they had this Dying Light 2 roadmap. They were pointing out that they will be adding different things at different periods of times. It was updated 2 times already, or 3, something like that. But they are keeping up to the schedule after they changed that. So right now they're releasing free DLC. I don't know if we can call it DLC. They are calling it Chapter 1, and a little bit later there will be Chapter 2 coming out. That is called In the Footsteps of a Night Runner. And there is not a lot of information about that, but if I understand that correctly, what we are presented, it will be the update to the game where they will be giving you a few missions that will kind of give you a little bit of information about Night Runners and what happened to them right before the mission at the Vinci Tower, and after that, what happened to all of them, who died, who survived, who escaped, and so on and so on. We'll be meeting one of the Night Runners called Harper, and that will be, probably will have few missions with him. So I'm really, really interested in seeing that, but right now I don't have a lot of time to play this game. So I think that I will be checking that out in like a week, something like that. But for sure you can expect that on the channel.
I remember. It's been 15 years since the fall. 15 dark years of terror every night. Not one person stood a chance against the hordes until they came along. The Night Runners. I was one of them. We injected ourselves with inhibitors. That's when the blood starts to boil. You sweat like a pig. All done to enhance your strength, stamina, and agility. It was worth it, even if it came at the risk of death. I remember every medicine we hand-delivered, every run-in with the Horde. We were like brothers. Until it all went to shit. The VNC massacre. Most of us perished. Those who survived the event abandoned their posts. Traumatized, we scattered. Our leader Frank hit the bottle. I remember it all now when I look at you. I heard about what you did for this city, and I think you're only getting started.
Because that seems like something very, very interesting, and I'm just really interested in what they are putting in this free. Well, it's hard to say DLC because I think that's just update to the game. It's giving something new, but I'm really interested to seeing it what they will be adding as free versus what they will be adding later on as DLCs, because we are supposed to also get 2 DLCs, and if I remember correctly, game developers were saying that those DLCs are kinda like the size of the following DLC. So there will be a lot to explore. But for right now, that's it for the news. You've got free upgrade to Definitive Edition if you've got Definitive Edition. You've got free bundle if you've got Dying Light at all. You've got Definitive Edition that you can buy, and right now it's really fucking cheap because it's like minus 70%. And you also have free update coming to Dying Light 2. It will be happening in like 2 days, something like that. So enjoy all of that. Have fun playing Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2. Really amazing fucking games. And after, if I will have time, if I'll have enough time to record and then, you know, edit that, I will be also playing in the footsteps of Night Runner, because I would really like to check that out. But for right now, that will be it. That will be it for this episode. And if there will be anything else that I will need to cover, I will be here, right here. But right now, I think that the next time we will be talking will be probably when I will be checking the footsteps of the Night Runner. I know that I have been absent from YouTube for a little bit, because I've been working a little bit on, different things. I've got still a lot of videos that I didn't really have even time to edit, render, and upload. Like finishing The Walking Dead Season 2. Yeah, that's basically that. So I also got to do that, but I think that I will be back on track in a week or so. So expect return of the videos. I think week or two. We'll see about that. But for right now, that will be it. I'd like to thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.